I accepted $60,000 from my parents toward our house deposit without telling my husband's family, and when it came out at a dinner 6 months after we moved in, my mother-in-law looked at her son across the table in a way I have not been able to stop seeing. My parents are comfortable. That is a neutral way of saying they have money, and have always been willing to use it to help me in ways that felt natural to them, and that I accepted without much examination because it was what I knew. My husband's family is not uncomfortable. They are fine, they work hard and live carefully and have built a stable life with the particular dignity of people who did not have much handed to them. My husband Dominic knows this about himself, and it is not a wound he is dramatic about, but it is present, a quiet thing that informs how he receives certain kinds of help. We started looking at houses 2 years ago. The market in our city was what it is everywhere now, which is to say discouraging in a way that makes you feel like you're doing something wrong by being a regular person with a regular salary. We had savings. They were not enough for the neighborhoods we could actually see ourselves in long term, the ones with the good schools and the manageable commutes, the ordinary things that feel increasingly like luxuries. My mother offered in February. She called me on a Tuesday while Dominic was at work and she said, "We want to help you get the right house, not just a house," and she named the number. I sat with the phone against my ear and I did not say yes in that moment. I said I needed to think about it. I thought about it for 4 days. I thought about how to tell Dominic, how to frame it, how to present a significant sum of money from my family in a way that would not make him feel like he had failed at something or been circumvented in something. I could not find the framing. What I found instead was a way to absorb the money into the transaction so cleanly that it did not require a separate conversation. The gift went into my account. It went into the deposit, we bought the house, we moved in, and I told myself I would find the right moment to explain the full picture. The right moment did not arrive before Dominic's parents did, at a dinner in our new kitchen in October, and my mother-in-law said something warm and curious about how we had managed the deposit on our salaries in this market, and my mother, who was also at the table, said something that assumed everyone already knew. And the table went quiet in the way tables go quiet when a room has just rearranged itself around a fact. Dominic did not react in front of our parents. He is not that kind of person. He was present and composed through the rest of the dinner, and he helped clear the plates, and he said goodbye at the door with his usual warmth. After they left, he stood in the kitchen for a moment, and then he said, "How long have you known I didn't know?" I said since February. He said, "We've been in this house for 6 months," and I said yes. He said, "And you let me tell people we did this." And the way he said it, the we, is the part I can't get out of my head. I told him everything I told myself during those 4 days. The framing problem. The fear of making him feel diminished. The genuine belief that the money was a gift and not a condition and that it didn't change what we had built together. He listened. He did not interrupt. When I finished, he said, "You decided how I would feel about it before you gave me the chance to feel it myself." And I said yes. And that's the truest thing either of us said that night. He is not cold with me. We are not in crisis. We have talked about it 3 more times since October. Each conversation a little closer to the thing underneath it, which is not about the money at all, but about what I thought of his capacity to receive it. His mother has not mentioned it since the dinner. Mine called to apologize for the way it came out, which is its own complicated thing. I keep thinking about the word we, how he used it without knowing it wasn't entirely accurate, and how I let him use it for 6 months and felt, if I'm honest, relieved every time he did. That's the part I would do differently. Not the money, the 6 months.